Now, live from your local news source, this is ABC 27 News at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm James Crumwell. Lawmakers are back in Harrisburg for the first time since last week's election. They were scheduled to vote on leadership positions for the next session, but that's not happening because it can't happen. Dennis Owens is here to explain all of this. Hey, Dennis.
Oh, buckle up, James. In the State House, we can't talk leadership positions because we don't yet know who's going to lead the chamber. Our unofficial, I must stress, unofficial count has it at 100 Republicans, 100 Democrats, 2 elections too close to call still, and 1 deceased Democrat whose seat has to be filled. Following me? There is a House seat in Bucks County separated by just 2 votes, with about 400 outstanding. There is a House seat in Montgomery County separated by 14 votes. Not clear how many of those votes in that district are still outstanding. Democrats declared victory last week. Republicans said not so fast. Election lawyer Lawrence Otter kind of agrees with Republicans on that score. He says they're still counting and figuring out to do. Either way, this thing's very close.
This could be a 101-101 tie, which would be a colossal mess in trying to reorganize. That's being charitable. Now, having said that, I believe if you go back in the history a little bit, stuff like this has happened before in the legislature. I can't tell you how they worked it out, but it's not going to be a pleasant time in Harrisburg between now and swearing-in day in January.
Well, we're used to unpleasant times and fighting. 102, by the way, is the majority. Again, 2 seats too close to call, a 3rd reliably Democratic seat in Western PA to replace Anthony DeLuca, who passed away. That still has to be filled, and it could come down to 101, and DeLuca seat tips the scales. But a special election has to be held before an actual human shows up in Harrisburg. I'm headed to the Capitol as soon as I get done talking to you, James, to see exactly how they intend to handle this thing. Things are much more normal in the Senate. They expect to pick their leadership tomorrow, and most notably, Majority Leader, Senator Kim Ward, the Majority Leader in the Senate, will be the pro tem, first woman ever as pro tem. 2 years ago, she was the first woman Majority Leader, so she's a trailblazer.
And then if the Democrats do take the House, they'll have the first woman
Correct.
speaker.
Joanna McClinton, first woman speaker of the House.
Yeah.
So stay tuned on that. It is very, very close. And if it's 101, and 102 is the majority,
right?
That seat in Western PA, which again is reliably Democrat, but it's going to require a special election, so the person actually isn't there.
So, I mean, we could have an actual tie here with this right now. Dennis, don't you just love politics?
Well, look what's going on in the Senate down in the House and the Senate down in Washington too. It's all you couldn't make this up.
You really couldn't. I am very curious about what happens with all of this. Dennis, I know you'll be following it all. We'll check in with you later on tonight.
See you later.
Thanks so much, Dennis.